This final week is designed to look at how you should respond to an open-ended question, whether it's on a test or an application, or perhaps it's just somebody asking you a question that you need to back up, perhaps in an email at your job. Now, this is going to be a bit shorter of a video because I can only really give you a few tips and tricks. It's different for every question and every prompt. So let's take a look. So, here we are. Whenever you're given a question, you have to ask yourself, what type of question is this? Is this a question that I can look in the reading and answer? Is this a question that I can look around in the reading and come up with some ideas and put it together and answer? Is this about what the author might think, or what I might think, or what I might think about what the author might think? Or is this completely on me? So as you go through and look at the different types of questions on the Keystone exam or on the SAT, which of the four type is it? I'll give you a hint. It's usually not number one. If it's number one, it's probably multiple choice. Usually when they ask you an open-ended question, they want you to do something with it. You're usually going to be in section 2 or going to be in section 3. Section 4 is usually reserved for things like your journal and your blog. And while those are great, we really don't see those on open-ended questions. Before going on, be sure to pause this and take a look at this middle column. It gives you a good idea as to what type of words you should look for to tell the difference. Who, what, when, where, why questions? Well, that's just asking you to look into it. Compare, contrast, cause, effect, problem, solution. This is, again, things that you can find in the reading. You just have to do a bit of thinking. If they ask you why you think, or why you think the author said this, or why you think the author did that, that means it's asking you for your opinion plus whatever you were able to interpret. Beyond that, it's probably just a journal or a blog entry. So have these questions in the back of your head when you get to an open-ended question. When you go to do an open-ended question, no matter if it's for a formal test or maybe you're just providing an answer to a friend, you want to make sure that you back up your answer. You never just want to say, it's my opinion, or because, or it's absolutely true. You need to have support. Sometimes that support means that you're finding quotes. Sometimes that support means you're just finding examples. Sometimes that support means you're finding facts to back up your claims. But regardless, you need something to back it up. You need to be in that habit of every single time I'm writing an open-ended question, you're backing it up with support. Take a look at this web over here. I think it's a pretty solid idea of what any open-ended question should be. You should know how many paragraphs do you have. This person seems like they're going to have 4. In each paragraph, they have at least 2 examples backing them up. That should be your idea. Every time you go to that next level, you always want to make sure that you have 2 underneath it. Think of it like a shape or a chair. The more legs you have, the sturdier it will be. The more support you have, better the house will stand up. And when you're making an argument, the more support you have, the better it is. Honestly, that's all there is to an open-ended question. The tricky part is figuring out what it's asking, finding the examples to back it up, and making sure that you're backing up one argument. Don't try to prove everything. Don't try to put your opinion in there, but back it up with support, and you'll be fine. So that's just a brief overview to Unit 6. Again, you're going to work through the lessons as you have in the past. Let me know if you need any help. Thanks.